Imagine a world where the Ultimate Fighting Championship, better known as the UFC, is a struggling organization on the brink of bankruptcy. Now, imagine a single decision that not only saves the UFC, but propels it to become a global phenomenon. Sounds like a movie plot, right? But this is a real story. A story of how a business tycoon and a future president stepped in and changed the course of mixed martial arts forever.
One of the bigger mixed martial arts fans I know, President Donald Trump, taking his octagon side seat for UFC 295.
Welcome to our deep dive into one of the most intriguing chapters in the history of sports. Today, we're exploring the fascinating intersection of politics, business, and sports, and the key figures at the heart of it all. Donald Trump, the real estate mogul and former president of the United States, Dana White, the audacious president of the UFC, and the UFC itself, now a multi-billion-dollar enterprise. So buckle up as we unravel the story of how Donald Trump saved Dana White and the UFC.
And at that time, Trump reached out and asked us to come to the Taj Mahal. And that's where we ended up doing our first two events under the Zuffa banner. Cut us great deals, showed up at the first fight, stayed to the end. We did two events with him. Then we moved on to the Meadowlands. And when we left and went to the Meadowlands, he showed up to that event too, came to the first fight, stayed all night, was always good. Everything that ever happened to me in my career, Trump was the first guy to pick up the phone and reach out to me. From getting back on pay-per-view, getting our first TV deal, when we did the big Fox deal, I mean, the guy always reached out to me.
In the late 1990s, the UFC was a fledgling organization, struggling to gain mainstream acceptance. The sport of mixed martial arts, or MMA, was often criticized for its brutality and lack of regulation. Many broadcasters refused to air UFC events, and several states banned the sport altogether.